Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the tavern. On today's React episode, we are going to be going back into the world of Ren, which I'm super excited about because whenever we have anything from the super multi-talented Ren, it's always kind of this massive, amazing philosophical journey through music. And I'm excited. I'm excited to really go and listen to another one of his pieces. Today's piece we're going to be listening to is called Vincent's Tale Self-Portrait. I am excited to see kind of where this is going to go from here, because it's been a bit since we've listened to Ren music, because, well, it's been it's been so many like new and crazy things coming forward that I'm just excited to go back to the Renegades again. Yay! As always, if you let me know what you thought about the video as we go along with it. I love to do these as a way to discuss music and meanings and how I interpret things as well. Please watch the original video. I know this particular song came out months ago at this point, but it's always good to support artists as always. And if you want to help to support the tavern, like, subscribe, comment, get a membership, do all that lovely stuff. Any little bit does help out the lovely patrons here at the tavern. So yeah, let's just see what we can do from there. Without further ado, let me put myself in the side of the corner of the screen. Let's put on our YouTube capture, and then let's go ahead and watch Self-Portrait. As a reminder, I like to start and stop a lot, so be prepared for me to do that, kind of as a heads up, but let's do it. Let's see what we got. This is probably a continuation, maybe, of one of the other ones I reacted to a while ago. Possibly. Ren's such a good storyteller. I shouldn't be smiling at like a drinking pub scene, but a lot of times, like, a lot of introductions to a lot of movies or storytellers or anything like that always has to do with some type of pub with some old-timey music, like, playing in there. So that's a good way to introduce this. I like it. You know, I love Ren. To me, is at his best when it's just him and a guitar, because that is when you get so up close and personal with it, and he can do such wonderful things with just one acoustic guitar. Obviously, it's very talented when you use a bunch of other artists and things like that, but like, I really love just the sound of acoustic guitar and just that introduction of it kind of messing around with what sounds to be more of a blues chord progression than anything else, is just really doing a great job of setting up whatever story we're about to go into. So I'm excited to kind of see from this, like, you know, drunk person walking out in the streets. I wonder how there's going to be a self-portrait. Well, we'll kind of see. And he just steals the guitar. Great. Yep. That's what I kind of expected. All right, let's see what you got, Ren.
Come on, let's have it, you miserable prick. I will do what I want, I will drink till I'm sick to my stomach. I'm sick of the same boring songs. I am sick of these pavements I find myself on. Great Britain, I hate you all. Say that with pride, it's my right to be violent when you fed me lies.
Oh man, immediately with just kind of hearing that, it makes me think of what's the best way to like describe this. It makes me think of a lot of if we're thinking of the musicals, this is either the introduction to, you know, somebody's like self-loathing, this is what this characterization is going to be, or we've already in a musical aspect had that giant like climax of there, and this is like the downfall of there of being the oh woe is me. This is going to be kind of hard to pull us through there. Like, but on a musician standpoint there, I can understand how somebody could be sick of doing the same thing over and over and over, and maybe wants to have some way of getting a new start. But how can they when it's just, when the only thing that either makes money or themes or anything like that is just, you know, the stuff that made you famous to begin with. So it's kind of like this weird in-between double thing here. But my God, just the anguish and agony of the voice, introducing that little guitar riff in the beginning and then boom, and then situating it into this kind of very 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, almost this very sad dance for a person. Their guitar is very, very poetic, and it's just, ooh, it already gives chills. And oh my God, the cinematography is always so good with this stuff too. It absolutely blows my mind every single time I get to see just the creative juices that go through Ren's mind.
I'm a rotter, a menace when I want to be, and I've worked for that right because nothing comes free.
Isn't that the
I
truth?
have slaved all my life in the dull 9 to 5. I just rinse and repeat while I'm barely alive. Great Britain, I loathe you with murderous glee. I will do to this country what you've done to me.
Damn, that is dark. Shit. I have the lyrics open too to kind of help me fully like listen and analyze the stuff, because the more I have reacted to things, the more I've started to more focus on the lyrics from there, because we have a very similar blues chord progression the entire time going through. Like we got this ballad shuffle that we immediately kind of started with just the acoustic guitar and the voice. God, Ren's range is so phenomenal without even have to slip into a falsetto or anything. It's such a joy to listen to. But it's hard. It's hard when you feel that you have done the same thing over and over, and you feel like you're just making ends meet or barely surviving. I'd understand why someone would maybe want to go into this kind of self-destructive behavior that we're going to see from here. This is just blues and blues up to its very core. And it's like the classic blues of just screw everything, screw society. And it's kind of nice. I love hearing the inner thoughts of what a lot of us sometimes think when we get too bored of just surviving. So how can we get out of that rut? And it's kind of a, you know, a very interesting way of thinking and listening to something as we go forward. Steals the cigarette. Oh my God.
Destroy.
Ooh. Okay. Now that's a cool effect there. Like with Destroy, I like how it goes in a downward motion where the guitar da 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 da, and it's like whirling around as the cinematography and him and Ren himself is just like twirling around in there. That is a very, very great interpretation of even that word destroy. I mean, destroy typically means something comes crashing down, and what better way to do that than by doing a downward descending scale and then repeating it all the while with everything circling around. That is clever. Oh, that is so good. I love it. And the speed up too. And the speed up too. Like we go from this slow ballad to do 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 do. I wonder if it's gonna keep that energy up though. We're not in a ballad anymore.
I want to tear apart these buildings from the cinder blocks they stand. Leave this town in dust and rubble. Make some trouble with my hands. I won't lie, I'm fucking wasted. But I wasted all my youth, and I've stayed so damn complacent. Getting wasted is my truth. So my style of self-expression is a fist into the gut. It's throwing up upon these pavements. Shut your fucking mouth, you slut. Banished angel, I am Lucifer. Might reign like Genghis Khan. Soon you will all know my name. I am the storm after the calm. I'm the victim of the victim list. The pill that makes you sick. I am chaos incarnate. Let's fucking have it then, you prick!
Oh my gosh, Jesus. I love just the style change here immensely. It just pushes so many things like forward from here. Like I mean, this is one very good way of like interpreting just the normal 9 to 5 and how maddening it can be, especially if you're doing something that you hate or doesn't feel like it's working, but you have to do it because you're kind of stuck. Like, you take your rage and anger out on everything that's around. I mean, the people he ran into, calling the woman a, you know, slut just because of him running into them, and then the guy coming probably to, you know, that's like trying to lash out at society, and now society is going to come back and probably try to punch him in the face or something. So it's maybe that's why the style of self-expression is a fist into the gut, because that is the only way that things can change, is pain or something. God, this is such good storytelling. Like, God, it shows how a lot of people just kind of feel in general from going there, and like the madness. It's kind of a madness thing that keeps descending and descending and driving you crazy. I get it completely. It's tough sometimes trying to do the same thing and feeling like, you know, you're trapped, and the faster pace of descending guitar, acoustical guitar going down, just the timbre in his voice alone just shows how maddening it is. It's so clever, and it makes me enthralled. I don't want to stop like listening. I want to go through the entire thing, but that's not the point of this. I like to really, you know, interpret everything as it goes forward. So like it's it's almost like the spinning wheel thing. There's an old classic piece from many decades ago called The Spinning Wheel. Gretchen am Spinnerad, that's what it is. And it's a Schubert song, and it was kind of how this aspect of something you get so obsessed with that it starts like spinning in your head. I mean, in the case of Schubert's aspect, it was more about a woman being so obsessed that it drove her to madness. But, you know, then this kind of context, we can return it back to here being like, we have a lot of other madness things going on as we kind of are spinning out of control ourselves. It's a fascinating concept. I like it. It's really cool. So you gonna get punched?
Now the rules of the street fight are simple. It's pretty much anything goes.
Oh my gosh, the style change. Like, just so the cinematography is great. Each verse has been a different style of music, which is really freaking cool. Like, now you're fighting against society, so we go into this more, like, I don't know, soft rock, self-reflecting aspect beat from there. That's such a cool and quick style change. That's fun.
Now the rules of the street fight are simple. It's pretty much anything goes. Keeping the street pretty firm on your feet. It pays to be sweet on your toes. And fools they have fallen for clumsy mistakes. Late to react, cop the fist to the face. Now the rules of the street fight are simple. Break that little prick's nose.
Like, if this is how this excuse me. If this is how it's gonna go, like, you know, each verse interpreting a different style of music. First of all, Ren is phenomenal at just changing a genre so freaking quickly. Like, they all interpret that they all are, you know, represented the same thing, but this is a self-portrait. If this is Vincent's tale from going here, telling a story about, maybe this is Vincent van Gogh for all I know. And I think, if I remember correctly, Sunflowers might have been the prologue to this, so maybe this is the continuation. I'm not sure. I've went so out of order with this because I was so excited for Sunflowers, and then it went way over there. Maybe this is how Vincent van Gogh felt. Maybe this is how Vincent van Gogh was during his life. I don't know. I don't know a lot about that artist, but like, if this is an interpretation of a modern Vincent van Gogh just being driven madness, insane just because of his not being able to really express his freedom and just want rage, cool. It's a fun kind of way to look at it. So, like, it's such expressive storytelling. The lighting, just the change of everything. I wonder how this verse is gonna if it's gonna change the genre again.
Throw a punch, you swallow it, follow it, grab the collar, quick.
It did.
Like karate kick, martial art master, spark a bitch, park a fist. Christ on the landing strip, carnage. It finds the cartilage, karma served like a carbonated cola on the crucifix. Kill Vincent wanna kill, who blood gets spilled. Move double that rude boy, kill or be killed. Do it for the fun, blood, do it for the thrill. Blue lights, boy, run, blue lights, boy, chill.
Oh my gosh, that is like, and then we go into a hip hop rap style when it goes into the fight scene from there. Every verse is a different kind of style of genre being interpreted with the acoustic guitar, and it's so clever. It is so fucking clever. If you want to literally sit down and study about how music genres work, just listen to Ren's music, especially ones that keep changing and shifting. It's so cool. My God, I'm fanboying so badly. I would love to see him live someday, but he's over there and I'm over here, and it's like, ah! Okay, I'm good. But it's just, again, this first person perspective of just how it maybe would feel in a physical fist fight from there, like how people probably feel when they're trying to punch back society or any kind of thing like that. And just this kind of, you know, when we think about hip hop and rap, that's what we think about, is a lot of like, this is the urban poetry things, this is gangs, this is what probably happens like in day-to-day things from over here, and that style helps to kind of reinterpret it and re-push for it. It's fun.
What do you mean by that?
It's not fun. Fighting and trying to kill somebody is never fun, but like the way that this is being shown musically and visually is phenomenal. Oh, he just got... Okay. That's a stab. Which happens all the time, too. Shit. Okay. Not really what I was expecting, but you know, that works. So now the cops are going to be after Vincent. Then we kind of go back to the original type of style from like the intro, I think.
So it goes.
Ooh, oh, the pain, the so it goes. Just the pain in the voice from there. Just, oh, I love it. It's so good. It's just, oh, you feel it so much. It's so soulful. Oh, dude, that gave me goosebumps.
So it goes. In the absence of the light, the devil's soul, I see then I don't mind. Vincent was shaken, run from the law, hide from the bacon, crouch on the floor. The cook to omit him, hate the wolf spits on him, rapes him, hits him, kicks him when he's down, and that shapes him.
God, the soulful kind of rock-ish version that we turned into for the bridge here was really cool. And I mean, it's the truth. When somebody when somebody does something bad, it does start to shape them, because now you might be running from whatever just happened from there. Maybe you're trying to escape whatever bad situation you're in, but that shapes the person that you eventually become here. So it makes sense why it's more rock-ish at that point. God, just the genres everywhere, like ballad, hip hop, blues, bluesy rock. I forgot what the other one was already, but like they just the changes each time. Spiraling classical music. It's like everywhere. He's showing off all the showcases of what he could do, and it's phenomenal.
He hears the sound of a copper, hot up on his tail proper, Vincent off his rocker. Bothered by the lie the Britain sold him, what a shocker. Where greedy eat the poor, a holy war, the chosen prosper. But some were never chosen, they stay frozen in the locker. Destined to survive in 9 to 5 and watch the clock, but don't think about reality, my little happy shopper. A brand new show on Netflix to distract you from the horror, and swallow all your morals for a retweet or a follow, and shadow ban the problem man, a soul for $1, and keep the fight amongst yourself, don't think about the squalor. The systems don't impose it, or the rules that we all honor. And fuck it, Vincent cooked to boiling point, he's cannon fodder. So what's the use in running, he's already in the locker. He's careless with his actions now, a clumsy motherfucker. He turned to face his fate, cause fate's a bitch, and none will stop her.
God, and then we go to more poetry than anything else, because a lot when you go into like a like a jazz bar or a poetry bar. That's all it really is. It's just somebody playing a chord and then somebody talking the poetry over there. And it's powerful words there. Like, this whole thing feels a lot like society. Like, we see all the bad shit happening everywhere. And I mean, most of us decide not to do anything about it and let the person alone just face whatever their fate is. And sometimes gang piles. And when somebody kind of sees an opportunity to maybe, you know, get more traction, they will gladly drag somebody down from there. That's just kind of like social media, just news, everything kind of in the world in a nutshell. Like, ultimately everyone's out for themselves. Unfortunately, a lot of people try not to do that, obviously, but there are times when you do things that you do regret. You wonder, I wonder whatever happened to that person from there. I think about like things that are always like televised, like all the very bad stuff that happens everywhere. And most people just either dogpile on the bad stuff and make it worse, or just sweep it under the rug and use something like Netflix to distract them. It's a tough world. It's a very tough society, especially nowadays. It gets worse. And then the person who starts it tends to take the fall for everyone else. So
Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3".
Oh, hi, Richard.
His first day back at work after a time of absent leave. Working London on the night shift, what he didn't think he'd see was a boy with a guitar, bruised and battered on his knees. But Richard lived in caution now, tormented by his past. Not so quick to find the trigger, not so fast. But Richard was a righteous man who lived inside the law. So he leapt upon poor Vincent and he cuffed him to the floor.
Yep. Damn. Just damn. Damn. And then the ending there is just so, whoo. It gives you chills. It gives you literal chills. It's so good. Richard's Tale. See, I love this storytelling through everything from here. Like, this, Ren does such a good job of connecting a lot of his pieces together into one, like, cohesive story. I mean, when we originally did, what was it, Jenny and Scritch, or Scratch from a long time ago, this has that same kind of, like, you know, style of just, let's tell this whole massive narrative and kind of push our way forward. But that's what Ren is so good at doing. He is so good at doing that. That last verse there, just, you know, somebody does eventually get caught from there. And most of the time, if they're a righteous person, they will probably do the right thing and not actually kill somebody. Hopefully. But that gunshot thing he did with his guitar is so fucking clever. God, I love Ren. Ren's music is such a trip every single time, and I absolutely love listening to his stuff. I know I every once in a while take a little bit of an absence from these things, but then we a bunch of stuff comes out together, or, you know, a phenomenal piece or story kind of goes forward from here, and I try to wait until all of them are out before we actually go through the whole thing. But it's so good. It's so good, and I really enjoy Ren's music. God, all of the stinking genres of music in that one song. That is a trip for the ages. But let me know what you thought about Vincent's Tale, or Self-Portrait, or whatever we want to call it from there, which is kind of both. I always love the double meaning of stuff as we go through these, because they're so good. They are so good. So good. But yeah, let me know what you thought about this. Make sure you put your ideas and thoughts in the comments as well. If there's anything else you want me to react to, please make sure to put them in the comments as well. And always support the original artist. If you want to help to support the tavern, like, subscribe, comment, be part of the Discord, be part of the conversation. Go ahead and do memberships. We might be starting a Patreon soon. We'll see what kind of happens through there, but any little bit always helps everybody here. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to me blabber on about music as always. I love spreading my ideas and joys of music as we go forward. And yeah, we'll just see what happens next time. So until next time, guys, we'll see you later. Bye.